Well, today we're in one of not only Carlton's institution, but perhaps Australia's institution, the Jimmy Watson's Wine Bar, and here we have the son of Jimmy Watson, and the grandson who we've shown before. But Alan, thanks for having us here today, and I think it's very, very important we're here today because it's raining cats and dogs. So what better place to be in Melbourne? Jimmy Watson's Wine Bar. Nice and cozy. It's also 50 years since the Jimmy Watson Trophy was launched or instigated. But a little bit about your families or your father's involvement in being the first wine licensor.
Originally there were 4 wine licenses, Australian wine licenses in the street, and they were all Plonker places. So Dad bought this premises, and because we were close to the university staff used it quite a lot. And then it sort of progressed on. That's why we have the house yes, that was in 1935.
And what year did you become actively involved?
When Dad died.
62. So up until that stage, were you still operating under a wine bar?
Australian wine.
Yeah. So when your father died, tell us a bit about how the Jimmy Watson Trophy became on the scene.
Well, it was a very complicated year in '62. Dad died in February. The licensing act changed, and people here decided that Dad should be recognised for what he did for the wine trade. So they whipped the hat around and reorganised the trophy. The trophy is basically representing the wines that Dad used to love and sell. And it wasn't meant to be as famous as it is, but it's just gone there, and it's lovely to see.
Well, it's very ironic that the wine writer, I forget her Christian name, but her name was Port. She was destined to be a wine writer. Yes. Gave a bit of reflection on the trade. Yeah. And it appears that judges of the last few years have used a bit of discretion to change some of the rules.
No, the Royal shows that changed the place.
So
it has just tweaked. Brought it up to the 21st century.
Well, given the fact it's gone 50 years, there's a good chance it'll go another 50, won't it?
Well, when I saw that ward originally, I thought I'd never see it filled, but they've had to put additions to it.
And for the viewers who don't follow wine as close as some of us, this was the first year that a Tasmanian red wine that won the Shiraz.
I like to see the small winemakers because it puts them on the map.
Well, I put Wolf Plus on the map. He's a very astute marketer.
He's still on the map.
Alan, what's a normal day for you?
Oh, I come in midday, stay at the house, see some of the old faces. They like to see an old face too. And don't do too much work.
So you've got a good team here.
Very good team.
Is that apron which Simon wears, is that the family heirloom?
No, that's worn out, but this is a replica.
Very good. Well, for those who haven't been to Jimmy Watson's before, we're going to go to one of the new function rooms called the Wolf Lair, and then we'll finish up in the bar and give a celebration, have a drink and celebrate 50 years of Jimmy Watson. So well, follow us in. Well, here we are in a converted function room come bar called the Wolf's Lair, but this represents what part of the original building of Jimmy Watson?
This used to be part of the cellar, and Simon decided that it'd be nice to, he had a few artefacts as you can see around the place. He thought he'd like to do this, so it's turned out very well.
And you've no doubt launched it? And
oh yes, we've had a few parties in here.
So the memorabilia is some of your own collection, or people have donated?
No, our own collection. These things are Simon's and those things are mine. Little bits of everything.
So it's got a bit of history to it.
Well, it's going to make history.
Well, we've got to keep that trophy going another 50 years. But for those who probably just associate Jimmy Watson's as a wine bar, they've got a very good food list. And I think you've done a lot of work on it the last 12 months to appeal to perhaps some of the older generation who like basics, like
as well as the young ones.
Yes, but the silver side.
Yes. Oh yes.
sausages and mash. So
Lamb's fried.
Lamb's fried. Plus you've got a bit of international flavour there, a bit of curry, at all reasonable prices. But one thing about it here, folks, this is the place to come if you're either coming from interstate or overseas, because you'll never see one of these places in Australia. Is that
Unique, I think.
Unique, iconic. And for your Christmas function, what a better place to come. So what we'd like to do, Alan, is perhaps venture to the bar where some of your regular patrons are and celebrate Jimmy Watson's 50th. What's trophy award?
I'm a bit thirsty myself.
Yeah, well, the hours are for the yard arm, so why not do it?
Good.
Well, now we've moved into the main area of activity that Jimmy Watson's, the main bar. That's where Alan spends most of your time, and making sure the clients and regular customers drink their favourite wine. We've got here, what, a Jimmy Watson Rutherglen Blend 2006. Good year. And what we'll do shortly is, I think we have enough people here to celebrate a toast for the 50th year of the Jimmy Watson Trophy, and we'll have Alan's wife and son join us so they can be part of the team. So, well, behind every good wine merchant there's always supporting people, and we have Judy here, Alan's wife, who is also very active in the business, and young Simon, I suppose you are young Simon. He looks like a Bavarian beer master. This is a very important day because we're going to celebrate and toast the man whose photograph you see behind, Jimmy Watson, for the 50th anniversary of the Jimmy Watson Trophy. So if we could just turn around here, and we'll get all these. Charge the glasses. Victorian Street. The toast to Jimmy Watson. To Jimmy Watson. Jim. I will. And the mighty Carlton.
Agreed. As a former.
So now it's getting busy at Watson's. We'll go up and have a lunch.